This is Greg Penglis for Action Radio with Founding Moments, insights into our founding documents, sponsored by Santa Rosa Volunteers, here in Santa Rosa County, Florida. Santa Rosa Volunteers is available at their website, SRV1776.com. That's SRV1776.com. As we move to Federalist number 2, we move to a new writer, John Jay, the first Supreme Court Chief Justice, and last to lead the Supreme Court under the Constitution. The next Chief Justice, John Marshall, forever tainted and ruined the court by usurping a power the founders specifically left out of Article 3, which governs the judiciary, that being judicial review, the power to determine what and what is not constitutional, and with it, the power to interpret the Constitution rather than use it as written. The court and the country have never properly recovered, nor has the ability to judge constitutionality been properly done by the states over the federal government per the 10th Amendment, and most important, juries of the people over the laws and over all branches of government. With that background, and the complete lack of any action by John Jay after John Marshall put the Supreme Court above the Constitution and the other branches of government to correct the actions of Marshall, it's no surprise to find such a poorly written and unfocused Federalist number 2 by John Jay. The first quote that reveals his attitude of the superiority of government over the people, something I fear is common for all too many in the judiciary, is this: "Nothing is more certain than the indispensable necessity of government, and it is equally undeniable that whenever and however it is instituted, the people must cede to it some of their natural rights in order to vest it with requisite powers." Ironic, isn't it, that Jefferson in the Declaration of Independence said our rights come from our Creator, and that no government can take them away. And here, John Jay, in arguing for the Constitution, talks about the very deniable necessity of a lot of government, especially deniable that the people have to cede any natural rights at all to government. Government has to operate within the framework of the rights of the people, not that the people only have rights after what is left when government has all its requisite powers. Even the title of Federalist number 2 is out of place. It is Concerning Dangers from Foreign Force and Influence. Yet, nowhere in this imagined danger really detailed or confronted. Let me say that again. Yet nowhere is this imagined danger really detailed or confronted. John Jay uses the feckless tactic of saying everyone assumes when he wants to make a point, as if that's an argument to persuade people to give up their rights and power and state independence, all to stop some imagined foreign force and influence. In terms of asserting facts not in evidence to advance an argument not compelling in content, comes this paragraph, which reveals all the dangers of elitism and aristocracy that the Anti-Federalists document so well, but that a future Supreme Court Chief Justice would assume and assert given their predisposition to power and rule of the elite in the guise of an argument for a limited constitutional government. Here it is. It has until lately been a received and uncontradicted opinion that the prosperity of the people of America depended on their continuing firmly united, and the wishes, prayers, and efforts of our best and wisest citizens have been constantly directed to that object. But politicians now appear who insist that this opinion is erroneous, and that instead of looking for safety and happiness in union, we ought to seek it in a division of the states into distinct confederacies or sovereignties. However extraordinary this new doctrine may appear, it nevertheless has its advocates, and certain characters who were much opposed to it informally are at present of that number. Whatever may be the arguments or inducements which have wrought this change in the sentiments and declarations of these gentlemen, it certainly would not be wise in the people at large to adopt these new political tenets without being fully convinced that they are founded in truth and sound policy. In other words, we the powerful know what's best for you, the people, so shut up and do as you're told, because your safety and happiness are our responsibility, not yours. Every paragraph that follows in Federalist Number 2 continues this pattern that the best and brightest are and should be in charge, and that our prosperity, not our liberty or rights, but our prosperity, are dependent on being united, without defining exactly what being united means, and that those who even challenge this idea, in other words, the Anti-Federalists, they shouldn't be listened to until their arguments have been proven sound, which can't happen under the erroneous assumptions of rule by the wise and good men John Jay puts all his faith in. Federalist Number 2 by John Jay was a huge insight into the dangers of rule by the elite and the judges that we still experience today. A source for this report is federalistpapers.org. That's federalistpapers.org. This is Greg Penglis for Action Radio with Founding Moments, sponsored by Rosa Volunteers. Their website is SRV1776.com. That's SRV1776.com. Please share this report to anyone who needs it.